Welcome everyone. Thank you for listening and being here to take some time for listening to this video. Today we are in Career for You. We started a new series of interviews where we interview and we discuss about HR topics. So we interview our HR leaders, recruitment professionals. And today we go to one of the BSC company that is Adient, that has some of the offices as well in Slovakia, in Bratislava. And here with us there is Barbora. So welcome, Barbora. Thank you for being here with us.
Hello, Lola. Thank you for having me today.
We are in a particular challenging time, something that nobody predicted, something quite different, right? So what is the situation in your company facing, the COVID-19 challenges and also what is coming after that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that this is already a new situation, like new normal situation, as many of us are saying that the COVID situation has changed the way we used to work in the past completely. It has an influence, very, very significant influence on all our work as well as our private lives. And so we feel it also in Adient. Adient is an automotive company producing car seats globally, really the biggest car seat producer. And as it is well known, our business has been hit by the COVID crisis enormously. It has never happened in the entire automotive history that all the producers would be closed at a very similar time. And so we could have felt it also in our Bratislava business center because we are supporting our business on a regional, in some instances also global level. At the same time, despite the fact that our business was hit so much, the business center processes were running also through the COVID times, but of course we should have covered them somehow. Though we were not able to come to the office, so we started to work remotely, as most of us within the business service center forum companies. Many of us couldn't imagine how it would be when we don't come to the office regularly. I was one of them who preferred to work from the office and could not really imagine that HR would be able to do their job remotely. But after 3 months,
so you think that now it's possible? So you kept?
Yeah. So after 3 months working, I experienced complete turnaround because I wanted my team. I wanted myself to come to the office every day, and it has just disappeared. So for the moment, I am convinced it is possible to work like that. Also long term, potentially also really long term. Like I would not say forever, but
so what do you see coming? Maybe in the next month, maybe even potentially after COVID is being totally faced, right? Hopefully it's going to be past one day. So what do you see coming? Is it going to be a new normal or back to the reality as we had before?
I believe this is going to be a new normal, at least for some time. I believe it's comfortable for many not to be forced or not need to come to the office every day. For me, as well as for Adient, this still does not seems to be like eternal stage. So I don't think we will like close all the offices and we'll work only from home. I believe it should be well balanced, and this is also our company approach. But yes, I don't think it will ever come back to the stage that we all need to meet all hundreds and hundreds of employees at the same time. I believe we will still meet, but only for some reason, like for meetings. Of course, if the COVID is over or we are somehow able to live with it, because we don't know whether it will ever be over. But definitely more our working time will be spent remotely.
And regarding all the HR activities that also you still need to do, like the hiring, interviewing, onboarding. So how is it happening now?
Yeah, obviously this was influenced as well. We have opened our office 1st of July, but there are restrictions. Not everybody can come. We should come in certain waves. And the same was valid for visitors, and the candidates are visitors for us. So for a long time, we have done only remote interviews via Skype, Zoom, whatever you use, Teams. But nowadays, we already start to invite candidates if they feel comfortable. And for the last rounds of the interviews, also to our premises, and we meet in person. The maximum number of people to meet in person is 3, and we have one special dedicated room with the constant cleaning of the air where we perform the interviews. But if the candidate would not feel comfortable, we don't force them. But so far, all the candidates we have invited, they also came in person.
Mm-hmm. And then when they come to the office, you have like an onboarding.
We have both options. We do onboarding online, but again, like for example, at the beginning of August, we also performed the personal orientation because the colleague was here. It was her wish to do it from the office, and so that was a combination. We did it in person, but at the same time, it was performed in the online world. Yes, apparently, when there is an opportunity and a willingness to meet, people prefer to meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We don't have a massive hiring. We have only a couple people joining us per month. So maybe it's easier if it was different, like 20 newcomers at the same time and 5 newcomers for a particular supervisor. Probably it would not work that way, but as we have just solitaires starting here or there, it works. And most of them, they meet in person at least for some time, some days a week or some time during the onboarding process.
And what are the type of candidates and profiles you are looking for?
Mostly we are hiring people who are replacing ladies who goes for maternity. Whenever we have a person leaving, whether it's a voluntary leave or leaving for maternity, we consider whether the job can be somehow spread within the existing team.
And if I am a student that has maybe the right profiles and skill, and I'm looking for a job, so what should I do to reach out to you? What's the best way?
If you are a student, of course, you can reach out to our portal, our job, like our Adient job career page or job portal in Slovakia. So we are visible everywhere. You can go to Business Service Centers Forum web page as well. Or we have also a good referral program in place. So maybe you already know somebody who is working here. You can contact him or her, and he will gladly assist you. We are actually looking for students at the moment. So, yeah, when there is somebody who is interested, can reach out to us.
When I'm sending a CV or I need that job, right? So I come to you and I do the interview. You are perhaps searching for something about me, right? So depending on the quality of my profile or the quality of what I'm sharing, what would be the best thing you would recommend them to do so they have more chances?
Yes, so having a good profile on LinkedIn, having well prepared CV is important. It's like a mandatory. And then it's very good when you prepare for the interview. So wherever you go, many people forget about it, but it's very good to read your CV prior you go to the interview, that you know what you have been through, what you consider your milestones or your key achievements. Yeah, something what is worth to share with your future employee.
Good stories about
Yes,
our
stories are
life.
welcome, but be careful. It is very much about the form and the content. So it should be well balanced. It's not only about being very vocal and talk a lot, but really answer the questions you were asked.
Connected with every single of these interviews, I would like to ask for what question you would ask to the next HR leader on the next company. So we interviewed in Zurich Andrea asked she's very interested to know how other BSc companies will approach the new remote working, right? So what would be your answer?
Our company at the moment is rather conservative, despite the fact when I heard from other BSCF companies, some of them are even more conservative in returning back to work. But as we are a manufacturing company, for us, not working from the location is very special. Most of our colleagues, they have to be at work because they assemble car seats and they produce their parts. So you cannot really do this job remotely.
Yeah.
So we believed we would rather the company would really force their employees, all of them, to come to the office. It is not the case, and also our colleagues from plants understand the situation. So when there is an option, you can work from home. We work from home. And we don't, the company is not forcing their employees to come to the office yet. And most likely also in the future, now talking about 2021 or even farther future, we probably be more relaxed about the home office policy than we used to be. And we still we were already generous in the past. 50% of your work time could have been performed from home. Yeah, it will be definitely more. For many, probably even 100%, with
Thank
some
you.
visits to the office.
And any question you might have for the next interview?
Whether the new interviewed colleague or the future interviewed colleague can somehow appreciate this situation, because I have to say, from candidates' perspective, we already feel that there are more very interesting candidates on the market at the moment. It is good or bad. Of course, it is not so good that people at the moment don't have so much opportunities, but at the same time, for hiring managers and for HR, it is appreciated that you can find a really, really valuable and good candidates. So how the future or the colleague of mine, who will do the future interview, feels about the market as such.
Question will be asked. So thank you so much, Barbora.
Thank you
for sharing, and thank you everybody for watching us. In case you have many further questions or anything we should ask, please post a comment, share this video, and see you at the next interview.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.